What's up, gamers? It's your boy Taters to Po. I tried to follow Elkoy here, but he's like, who the fuck are you? Anywho, how's it going, folks? Hope it's going well. Today ended up being a little less focused on farming and a little more on the PoH side of things. We're going to take a look at a money maker almost any member can test out for themselves and try a new farming route with access to new teleports. So let's get to it. Well, I'm sure you saw this one coming. It's the Waterfall Quest. We just needed to get 30 attack. Not for adamant, but for a battle staff. And not just any battle staff, the dust battle staff. You see, we can use this and law runes to either teleport home or make house tablets. Going to the house portal, we can use player-owned houses on 330. Basically, now we can restore our health and stats and teleport anywhere for the cost of a law rune. Any regular member can access this, so you bet I'll be abusing my mains house to make farming quicker. Long gone are the days of running to Artie. But I also mentioned making house tablets. I started with a 14k investment of law runes and soft clay in equal measure, and in no time it was well over 100k. So pretty much from scratch and minimum 40 magic, we're doubling our money now. Not gonna lie, the wiki says it's about 102k an hour, so this isn't gonna be for everyone. But I would say this method makes for the perfect starter alt. Super low impact, it's passive magic gains, 1 minute AFK per inventory, 169 coins per chime sound. I don't know about you, but for me, that sound effect is the most satisfying one in-game. Even though the prices sway a little, this has always been profitable. So this is a great way for a newbie to make their first mill from scratch or finish off a bond. Back in the day, I had my main and 3 alts going at once. I eventually collected up 100,000 house tabs. Yeah, that's right, a white stack of them bitches. And that's when I got bored and went back to killing Vorkath. If you want to try this method out at home, again, all you need is base 40 magic for the tele home spell, and 30 attack and magic if you want to wield the Dust Battle Staff to save on runes and inventory space. Then bring equal number of law runes and soft clay. Bring your noted soft clay and coins to unnote them outside at files. It's 5 GP per. Then we head into a PoH with a lectern and get to printing GP. You can menu entry swap the house ad outside to a left click enter last, and may want to entity hide and tag files to cut down on the chaos. I keep sounds on. As soon as the chime stops, I know it's time to make more. If you want to get extra sweaty, you could tag the house ad, lectern, and exit portals, or even add screen markers for where to make tabs and unnote clay. Now, as much as I love this method and hope it helps some of you out, this isn't house tabs to Po, so I won't be doing this forever. It's a decent thing to do between crop yields, but I have so much else I need to unlock, I doubt I'll do this much. So I did a few big things in prep for our new farm route. Unlocking 40 magic gave us a quick tele home and access to any available portals in 330 houses, which will radically change our route, which was mostly walking around until now. But I also invested a bit of coin into some volcanic ash. This is the additive that makes ultra compost. It's either 2 per bucket or 25 when added to a bin of 15, saving 5 ash. The ash is very cheap at 83 per ash, and ultra compost is 830 per bucket. The super compost is free, so this will lead to a lot of profit, as you can see, especially when we unlock the big bin at the farming guild. It's right next to a bank, of course, and twice the size. But how is the compost free, you're wondering? Well, after gaining a few levels, I went back and braved the jungle snakes and spiders to pick Karamjan pineapples again. Worked like a charm. With 5 spawns, each giving 5, that's 25 a lap. Note at the leprechaun, hop worlds, repeat. It seems some other people had a similar plan already. As for some of the worlds, the plants were empty. The respawn is a bit long, so this is expected. After collecting 500 pineapples, I figured we had enough until we can grow watermelon. All we have to do now is get it to the bins. Sometimes we have to carry them to distant bins, drop them to fill buckets first, then pick them up and put them in the bin. But such is life. This is part of why it makes so much profit per bucket. It isn't always simple, but we can do it. And with that said, let's get to the new route. Let's grab volcanic ash, Unilian hop seeds, noted tomato baskets, tomato seeds, Harolander seeds, and cadaver berry seeds. I'm also wielding a chronicle and dust battle staff, and law, fire, and water runes to round out my teleports, and coins. You could bring house tabs instead, but the staff and laws save a little money. Either first or last, we have to deal with Entrana. I pick first. We gotta leave our staff, but we can get it back soon. Refresh our hops here, ultra compost and ensure, and let's minigame Telly to Castle Wars. Voila! Now we can get our dust battle staff back on and head for Yanel. Maybe snipe a cheeky little Renar seed and beat feet before Mr. AFK Cannon can right-click and report us for disruptive behavior.
Wow!
Do our business over here at Yanil, and let's do our 3 berries next. Use our Chronicle to the Champions Guild and knock out the berry patch over here and then the hops patch over here. Now let's Telly home and then do the berry patch behind the house portal. And now I take the boat from Remington to Artie. Honestly, I never used this one before. It's 30 coins. If we need to bank, here's a chance. And I jog down to the bush pass just south of Artie by the monastery. Now we could run up to Artie again, but nah, I tell you to Camelot. There's a bank here, so refreshing my compost bin is easy. First I add volcanic ash to the finished super to make it ultra. Then fill 15 buckets, replace it with 15 pineapples, and close it. I process the crops here and move on, grabbing 15 more pineapples for Artie. We could walk, but a fishing guild or ranging guild Telly is much closer. Let's drop our 15 pineapples before processing the ultra compost here. Pick them back up before they disappear or are taken. We have to do this, or otherwise we gotta make an extra banking trip. Same as the previous patch here, and then jog up to the last hops patch. Telly home. Now let's take the jewelry box to the woodcutting guild and hit the Hosidius patches. The town bank is pretty close, so don't forget to restock your compost bin. Bank again in Hosidius for 15 more pineapples. Telly home and jog to the Falador patch. With that, we did 4 herb and allotment patches, 4 hops, and 3 bushes. Not bad. Now let's finish off the run with some oak trees. Luckily, cadaver berries and oak trees both take baskets of tomatoes, just like the Yanilian hops. Although bushes take 3 baskets per. A little much, but oh well. We've got the Baroque, Lumbridge, Falador, and Taberley trees accessible at this point. And it takes a minute or two for saplings to grow, but it's much cheaper to buy, say, acorns and a filled pot plant and wait for it to grow than buying the saplings on the GE, which often are out of stock, cost much more than the suggested GE price, and are gonna just really break your bank. There's a bunch of alternate routes you could take, but this is just a basic look at my early farm runs. Now we're bringing in ultra compost money, and all of our crops are boosted that extra bit from that too, making herbs, tomatoes, and Yanilian yields much stronger. You see how everything kind of works off each other and connects in farming? That's what I love about it, and the profits aren't too shabby either. I know there was a big info dump just there, but I hope you get some ideas for how to make some profit in your own farm runs. We still have about 10 days before we need to bond up again, and I plan on this account not only being self-sufficient, but I will be building a max house by the end of this series. So stay tuned to see if we can reach our first bond deadline and continue to thrive from there or not. That's our show, folks. Thanks so much for 50 subs and growing, and thanks so much for watching. You can start from the beginning of this series to the left, and the freestyle rap is to the right. Take it easy.
Potatoes to po, potatoes to po. Lots of potatoes, it's taters we grow. Potatoes to po, potatoes to po. Lots of potatoes, it's taters to po. What's it stand for? Is it player owned house?